So Fox in 2023 wrote an article with Seth Dillon, did an interview with him, and I don't know if it was an in-person interview. Yeah, it looks like it potentially was. But the headline is nearly 100 Babylon Bee punchlines that were fulfilled prophecies, and I wanted to go through some of these with you because I think it'd be pretty funny to go through some of these.
Yeah, yeah.
One of them, let's see, it looks like Dylan said that you guys wrote an article. So he said, this is in quotes, we even did one about how Trump claims, this is a satire article they wrote, about how Trump had claimed to have done more for Christianity than Jesus himself.
That's another one of those that went viral on
and
the
that
left.
went crazy
Everyone thought
viral.
that was real, yeah.
Well, then in 2021, President Trump said in an interview that nobody has done more for Christianity, for evangelicals, or for religion itself than I have.
For religion itself.
For religion itself that I have. So the 2019 article said, oh, this is the funny part that what you said went viral. In 2019 article, it said Trump, in quotations, I have done more for Christianity than Jesus, that it was actually fact-checked and rated false. But then 2 years later, he actually said something like that, which that's insane. That's hilarious, though.
Yeah, these fact checkers have been another source of comedy for us. Just fact checking jokes is just a funny thing by itself. But the fact that some of these jokes have been fact checked and later turned out to be true, what do you do with a fact check then? Do you have to reverse the fact check now that it's true? It's great.
On February 3rd, 2023, the Bee posted the headline that said, Biden says he'll shoot down Chinese spy balloon as soon as he's done letting it spy. One day later, Biden announced that the balloon was shot down over the Atlantic Ocean after it finished crossing the United States. That's amazing.
Another one of my favorites was we had a headline where Kamala Harris was having real problems with likability and ratings, and so we had a headline where Kamala Harris was taking likability lessons from Hillary Clinton. And a few weeks later, there was an actual headline where Kamala Harris's team was consulting with Hillary Clinton's team on how to make Kamala Harris more likable from the queen of likability herself, Hillary Clinton.
I don't know anyone that doesn't like her. Actually, she's just amazing.
Yeah.
But in 2022, the Bee joked about the economy with the headline, 9 reasons not to worry about the tanking economy. This is 2022, so this is after COVID, and this is when the economy, very real concerns about recessions. And then just 2 days later, though, the Washington Post published the headline, 7 ways a recession could be good for you financially.
We were off by 2 reasons, but yeah pretty close.
That's amazing, man. And I think what this does show is how crazy the world has gotten when satire articles are matching with real just news articles.
Yeah.
At what point have you just because you're in the industry, I mean, you see this stuff. At what point have you just realized that news organizations are just, I mean, are there still good news organizations that are pushing truth, or is everyone just there for clicks? I mean, I think as an average consumer, and I would say, minimal conspiracy theorists, I enjoy. It's easy to believe now that there's no good source for honest news.
It's true. I agree.
And have you found there to be smaller websites, smaller companies that you've actually found that give an honest look at what's really happening, or is it just so owned by corporate media that it just doesn't exist?
Yeah, all the mainstream media, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, the internet has done a lot of, it's been done a lot of good things. It's been it's been a new Gutenberg printing press, for free speech. You can't keep inconvenient narratives down anymore. That's been great. The downside is that it has turned a lot of these media organizations, legacy media, into clickbait farms. I mean, they're going for the clicks. There is a new model kind of emerging, and this is what the Babylon Bee does too, is, this subscription-based model, where you have news organizations that are, if you like our content, if you like what we're doing, subscribe for however much a month and let us earn your business, There's a downside to that, though, too, because then if you're not careful, then you start playing to your audience,
They're paying.
because they're the ones paying, and you're giving them what they want. I think that that's a trap anyone can fall into, whether you're a media organization or even an independent journalist, like Tucker Carlson. If you're not careful, you start to let your audience dictate what you talk about and how you talk about it. You have to, if you're going to be a journalist today, um, you're you have to have a driving force within you that transcends all that. You have to really care
Mm.
about the truth. And if you don't, you're going to get led along, these other paths. And so I mean, we try at the B. I mean, we try to be loyal to the truth, and we tick a lot of people off. We tick people off on the right, we tick people off on the left. We get right wingers calling and unsubscribing because I don't like that joke you told about right wingers last week. Um, but we never want to fall into this trap where we're trying to placate the people who are paying the bills. Our loyalties to something higher than that, hopefully. So